Good evening, everybody. I am back after, oh my goodness, all kinds of craziness going on. I am back streaming. You hear voices, yes. Yes, he is risen indeed. Hallelujah. One of my absolute favorite weeks of the entire calendar. And luckily I was out of pain long enough to actually enjoy Easter, so bonus for that, having had to miss Palm Sunday. which is another favorite of mine. I was at least out of pain long enough to be able to enjoy Easter and Good Friday and Monday, Thursday. Still hurting then, but I made it. No, so it's been crazy. But now craziness of Holy Week is kind of behind us. And I am better. I am no longer in pain. Slightly itchy, but no longer in pain. Shingles really is no fun. I'm thinking, between all the crud that's done, I should have been able to punch my illness card from here to the next 10 years. I really should. I shouldn't jinx myself. No, I shouldn't. But, I don't know. Between having, the Omicron COVID over Christmas and then now shingles and a head cold just it felt like just about every month this winter, I think I should have been able to punch my sick card for the next 10 years and I should be clear.
Head lice in the girls.
No. Do not. No. Head lice is no fun. Getting that out is no fun. My mother happens to be a licensed hairdresser, and she can tell you from professional study experience that stuff is absolutely horrendous to try to get rid of. We have never had it in me and my siblings' lives, and hopefully we shall never see it here. Okay, there's my pencil. So no, I am completely done with various illnesses and diseases. Yes, shingles. So I'm hoping I should be done for like the rest of the year. Would be at least be nice. Not saying I'll be that lucky, because apparently I've been playing with loaded dice on that to not in my favor.
And then when you play Pathfinder, you have loaded dice that get you in trouble.
Oh, I know. It's loaded against my favor because I rarely roll anything above a 10. I have notoriously horrible rolls. And it doesn't matter which, because I have done the whole dice jail thing, and it doesn't matter because the rest of them are in cahoots, and I never can
all
win.
These amazing abilities.
Yeah, I am saved by my modifiers. That is the only thing that saves me during a game. If I did not have such high modifiers in our Pathfinder game, I don't think I'd be doing anything other than dead. Because that's how notoriously bad my luck is. This is also why I don't play the lottery. Hey, Geek, how you doing? Good evening, friend. Speaking of campaigns, how goes yours? Oh dear. If you hear sudden popping in the background, that is Rev making popcorn. Got my lines set up here. We might be, I still don't know exactly what we're going to be drawing tonight. I have a few ideas. I think we might, tell you what, I think we're going to start, since Rev redeemed it, we might start drafting his coat of arms. Musty, I still really want to paint yours. I still need to, now that I'm better, and I'm not distracted with horrendous pain, hopefully I can get back on and try to find like a way to cut out, or someone that sells wood blanks, black blanks that have the German shield. There's got to be something like that out there. If not, if I absolutely can't find the German shield, I'll try to paint it out on a heater shield just as a basic. I do prefer the German. I think the German one really does fit better and it looks so much cooler, the Black Dragon. But it depends if either that or I will get Rev on. He needs to get back to woodworking so he can, and I'll finally get him that jigsaw that he so wants, if only just so he can cut me out shield blanks. My friend made Adventure Time campaign using the Power by Apocalypse system. Interesting. Sounds cool. I've heard of that cartoon. I've never watched it myself. But, no, I'll have to ask Brett. Maybe he knows. I've never heard of the Power by Apocalypse system. So how does that one work? Is it similar to any of the other symptom? So this is where my brain is. It's permanently on contagion mode. Systems that are similar to it? Or how exactly does it work? Because that sounds interesting. It really is. I have never heard of that. Like I said, I'm still so much a noob when it comes to tabletop, but he's been playing for like years and years. I know he had mentioned orange. So I think we're gonna let orange. That really is, as far as new colors or heraldic tinctures is what they're really referred to. You have tinctures and you have metals. Metals being white and yellow, silver, gold. Tinctures being all the other colors like red, blue, green. Orange, I think, for being a more modern one, I think that does come up later, like Renaissance is when they. I could be wrong. If Seal is here, Seal would probably know. He would probably be able to tell me for sure. But I feel like, and like I said, I could be wrong, but I feel like orange was one of the earlier, more modern colors to come out. No, I know, and I was just talking about that. Now that I'm not hurting, I'm going to start my internet search for wooden German shield blanks, and if not, I'll resort to just the general one because I know I'll be able to find that. But I would like to keep with that German shield. That is super cool. No, I know. I think we might start on drafting yours tonight because I really haven't had a good idea for anything else. So I was kind of musing on the history of the orange tincture as far as the more modern age of heraldry, and I think that is one of the earlier modern ones to come out. I wanted to say it was Tudor, maybe late Renaissance, and that started to kind of be used. Oh, it's pretty similar to Fate. Okay. That one I think we did a Dresden campaign. I'm pretty sure that was the system. Wasn't it the Fate system when we did the Dresden campaign?
Yeah, Fate is Dresden.
Okay, yep, okay.
I like the Fate system.
So that's pretty cool then. Neat. Neat. I wish you all the best with that one. May your rolls be better than mine. I was just talking about that. My absolute notorious bad luck, no matter what. If it was not for my stupid high modifiers for my paladin and the campaign we're doing now, I would probably be sunk. I just have horrible luck. It doesn't matter what dice I use. I have had the best luck with my metal dice, but I cannot afford like a full set, like multiple sets of those. So it's like, and there are times I've even broken my metal set. I'll get one good high one, like it'll try for me, and then just, I won't get anything above 10. Everything will be on the lower half of. They have video of me wearing the first session. Okay, I'll have to check that out later. Like I said, I haven't done much YouTube watching other than my usual news that I watch. My mid-ground independent people that I like to watch for news in the morning. Any other time I've really been on has been just working on, because I got a YouTube channel set up. Actually, I'm starting to work on that. It's pretty bare right now, but, oh, excuse me, popping in my thing. I would like it to be more of an archive, so, because, you know, Twitch doesn't save videos, you know, past, I think, a week, and then it takes them down. This way I can have them to watch whenever. I think I can get a little broader reach. It's easier to find new people on YouTube than it is Twitch. And also I'd like to be able to add more, some original non-live content as well. Whether it be like little devotionals, I'd like to have my own little devotionals put on there. That's why there's a playlist that's from the Castle Church. You know, maybe some other down-live like craft projects that are pre-recorded, or other little things that don't fit quite with Twitch being more live. So yeah, I do. So there's a companion. It's really more, Twitch is the main one for me. I think it always will be, but YouTube will be a nice alternative to find more, bring more people into the keep, get the name out there a little bit more, and, you know, for other non-live content. So check that out too. So I'm getting back into that, kind of re-exploring that as an avenue as well. Like I said, it's pretty bare bones. There's not much posted right now. I do have 2 church services from our church posted in the church place, and one in the past live game stream. And then this will be posted later. But like I said, it'll grow as we get more. I wish I would have recorded some of my early, especially my first ever stream. That would have been nice to archive, but I did not. Sadly, I did not save that one. I didn't know how. And I thought, it's like, oh, well, surely I'd be able to go back and get it. And I wasn't able to. I didn't get to it before the time had kind of run out on that, and it circulated out. So I'm kind of bummed about that. It's like, oh, that would have been a nice one to archive. It's like my first ever Twitch stream, but oh well. We shall continue on. Let's see, I need to find, where did I put my, I'm losing all my pencils again. I need to find my outline pencil. Oh. So no, I'm just so glad I am feeling so much better. Oh, feels good to not just be in pain. Be able to move around without, you know, wanting to scream. Okay, where did you go? There it is. Okay. There's my outline pencil. So no, I will have to check that out later once I get a chance. See, I'm behind on a lot of usual YouTube watching people, I think. So like I said, then I'd just be really tired. Just kind of go straight to bed after that. So you'll have to tell me, Rev, which, what devices you wanted.
What now?
You have to tell me what devices. I'm assuming you want to go with the German Shield as well. Is what I'm assuming.
Your inspiration from how well you know your beloved.
Oh, no pressure. No pressure. If I get it wrong, I'm in trouble.
You hate me!
You don't know me, you know. But you love me. Now I know you want the big Pope hat up there. Is your helm, right? Definitely want that big Pope hat.
If anyone didn't like my dog food.
Now, I might have to look at Musty's again. Get some copies of them. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So it's either that, or I suppose more specifically for you, if you were going to go with a helm on top, it would be the broad-brimmed black hat. Because that would be technically the bishop's hat. Try and decide if you want to. Want to divide this into halves, or how I want to split this. So the kind of thing, if we halved it, the two halves, one side you have symbols of pastoral office, and the other one more brewer's one, because he does brew. Really, the shield is a little more bulbous than I think I drew before, but we'll work with it for right now. Because the original one is really rather rounded. Okay, I have more of a traditional heater point on it. I'm trying to decide for whether or not I want to go with that or if we want to change it to a more rounded bottom. I don't know. What's hard is that, like, there are some very interesting variations of the heraldic German one. I think we'll go for it with this for right now. If you want to do a diagonal split, a half split. I think diagonal would be really cool, and that might give us a little more surface area to work with. I'll try it. Almost dropped my ruler. So I'm thinking if we go, I might say we leave the pastoral division white, at least on a white field, and then brewer's division orange. I think the orange field with black. Because black is almost a rule breaker when it comes to tinctures. It is very interesting. Like, if the field is light and, well, that's been used over green before, actually, so it's, because traditionally you're not supposed to put metals over metals or tinctures over tinctures, because, once again, you want contrast, you want to be able to tell it apart. Green over blue, from a distance, you're not going to be able to distinguish, or yellow over white. But there have been times where, especially for religious banners, where both metals, which is the yellow gold and the white silver, have been used over top of each other. But I mean, I suppose for every rule there's a rule breaker. But black is interesting in the fact that it kind of like tips a toe into both areas. It's technically a tincture. It's not a metal, but it has been used like a metal in some instances. And it's also been used like a tincture. Maybe black over yellow or black over white. So, I don't know, it's just amusing. It's very interesting kind of place that black has as a heraldic color. I think for the rough sketch for his, instead of like coloring it all in, since we're still playing with colors more, Musty was already, we were pretty much decided what colors Musty wants, so that I felt safer just block coloring it all in. But I think for his, since we're still trying to even figure out where placement is and where some of the devices are going to be and exactly how we're going to arrange all of it, I think I'm just going to, we're going to do the shorthand version, which is we're just going to take little marks, cross out little marks of the color in the empty spaces, kind of like marking a paint by number, but that'll give me a reference. It's like, okay, so this area is going to be this color, this area is going to be another color, and that'll just be the shorthand version of that without going through a bunch of pencil, and we're not even really sure exactly what we're going to be doing. So I've got a few different colors here, and depending on whether we go a little bit lighter, go a little bit darker, go a little more into like kind of orange and red. It'll just depend. I kind of want to, because I think the first one, at least working on the pastoral side of this, definitely with the sword in the book, so it's the word of God. Usually they're depicted as both. Actually, I think the Apostle Paul, I think that might be one of it, because usually what's placed on the apostle shields is sometimes it's the instrument of their martyrdom. You have St. Paul, who was beheaded because he was a Roman citizen, so there's usually the sword, but it's also the sword of truth, sword of the word, when it's paired with a book or a tome. So I felt that was important. I want to include, I want to include the keys, because that's important, the keys of office. Usually they're crossed, but I think I'm going to try to kind of have them to the side, each one to the side, and have one upwards, one pointing downwards. We'll see how that works out. So I said, I'm kind of breaking tradition, because usually when you're depicting the keys of art, they're crossed. They're like set like that, one on top of another, but because of kind of the device I'm using here, I might want to, and just how the placement's going to work, and kind of see how it'll be if I kind of break with tradition. Kind of a little extra added, kind of doing for the head of the handle, doing kind of the trifoil one. It's kind of another typical symbolism of the Trinity. So you have the three lobes off of the trifoil. see if I can look up some of the more traditional, because obviously hops is an obvious choice, but we can also include those elsewhere as well. Just kind of curious what some traditional brewers' heraldic charges would be. Okay. Yeah, so you've got like the little wooden bucket scoop. You've got a scoop. Sheaves of grain, barrels. Actually, you got like I guess the official Brewers rugby team. They have their own shield, and they have both wheat stalks and hop as a wreath around it. But no, I guess the most of the, then there's obviously there's like the stein. Okay, so nothing too off the wall. It's all pretty straightforward, pretty general. Nothing too incredibly wacky with it. Like I said, most of it is just, mostly wheat. And you got some hops, and then barrels, and the one is actually like the scoop. You go into the barrels with, so. I was curious, because sometimes, it seems like all the charges for brewers are pretty straightforward. Sometimes they'll throw you for a loop, though. Sometimes it'll be the wackiest stuff, that were pretty common charges for some professions. Let's see. Either that or for the helm. I suppose it worked for the supporters as well if we wanted to go as far as to do that. Have deer. Because I know there's also the hunting aspect, and that'd be a good one, but it's like I don't want to make this too overly complicated. Already have even with the two halves, there's probably going to be a lot going on. I don't want to overcomplicate the shield too much. I could look about it. Okay, now the gears are turning a little bit. Let's see. Get that out of the way. A couple guides in. I might do just like an upright barrel, and then do a halved wreath around it. Like do the laurel wreath, but instead of have one half made out of the wheat heads, and then the other half made out of the hops. What I might do. So we'll see. We shall see how well this is going.